It's safe to say that the hype has been pretty high for Deadpool and Wolverine, and understandably so. The marketing campaign for this thing is probably the best I've ever seen. These guys could show up in a blood-soaked tampon commercial, and it wouldn't surprise me. Although that would be pretty disgusting. The big question I had before seeing this movie is, was it worth it to bring back Hugh Jackman as Wolverine? And to answer that, I'd have to say yes and no. I'll start off by saying that it was refreshing to see Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine, and at no point in this movie did I feel like they ruined my perception of him. Even within a comedy movie like Deadpool, they managed to keep the core aspects of Wolverine the same. After watching the first Deadpool back in 2016, I felt that it would be a missed opportunity not to do a team-up movie between Wolverine and Deadpool. These actors are such great friends and they have amazing on-screen chemistry that it would have made no sense for them not to make this movie. And these two characters absolutely own the R-rated setting. They're two of the most violent Marvel characters besides Punisher. So with all that said, yes, I do believe it was a fun idea to bring back Hugh Jackman as Wolverine for this perfect team-up. I'd be lying though if I didn't have some apprehensions about it. For one thing, I felt that Logan had the perfect ending for the character. And yeah, I know that Wolverine's a variant in Deadpool and Wolverine. He's from another universe, but it's still Hugh Jackman playing the kind of Wolverine that we've come accustomed to. If you look at the progression of Wolverine all the way from the first X-Men to Logan, you kind of see his story get darker and darker as it goes on, and you see a lot of character development. And it gets to the point in Logan where he's a grumpy old man with a death wish. We then see him learn to become a hero again as he gets a proper death while holding his daughter in his arms. This was a movie with deep storytelling and Oscar-level performances. I felt that there was no better way for Hugh Jackman to exit this role. So seeing Logan get joked about in Deadpool and Wolverine felt kind of odd to me given that that movie had such a deep meaning. And if you watch the opening scene of Deadpool and Wolverine, you'll kind of understand what I'm talking about. The universe of Logan felt very grounded due to its dark and gritty tone. It wasn't filled with crazy sci-fi action and CGI, so it felt fairly realistic for the world that it was in. But now it's kind of become connected to a fourth wall breaking Deadpool, and it just feels kind of wrong for some reason. Again, I thought it was really fun to see Wolverine with Deadpool on screen. This is a seriously fun movie that I recommend you go see, but it just feels odd in a way to have Hugh Jackman back. It almost felt like he wasn't supposed to be in Deadpool and Wolverine, and I'd rather remember his last performance as the character in Logan. And I'm worried that now that he's back, no one will accept a new actor in the role. I had already kind of accepted that Hugh Jackman was done playing Wolverine, so I was ready to see a new actor play the character. I thought it was awesome to see Hugh Jackman in the comic-accurate costume, but I felt like it would have been a good idea to save that for whoever the new actor is that plays Wolverine in the future, because I feel like that would have gotten people more excited to see a new actor take on the role. But now that Hugh Jackman's worn the costume, I feel like people are just gonna keep saying that he's the only Wolverine and no one else can play the character. I think there's more interpretations that we could see of the character, and this is not me bashing on Hugh Jackman as Wolverine because I think he dominated that role, but I'd be interested in seeing someone new. I'll probably get backlash for saying all this, but I just couldn't help but feel this way. I still thought it was a blast seeing Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine, and the movie was just so much fun. He does great with Ryan Reynolds. It's still not a bad way to go out because he went out in a fun, iconic way, but I still would have preferred it be Logan. Just that emotional ending gets me, and to me that's the way to go out. But hey, I mean, I'm sure they're gonna bring back Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man as well. I just recorded this video a couple days ago, and that didn't age well. We're gonna see every character come back. Nobody really gets a true ending. That's just how comic book movies are nowadays. What did you think of Hugh Jackman's return as Wolverine? Good idea, bad idea, or am I just being a grumpy old man? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. So, yeah, bye.